Good morning, my name is Alison Bell and I've got a daily reading for you today, and it's from Romans 11:33 to 36, and it says, "Oh, the depths of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God, how unsearchable his judgments and his paths beyond tracing out." That's Romans 11:33. It puzzled me when I read that. What does that mean? So before I even read the daily devotional, I went and had a look to see what it said in Warren Wiersbe. He's a commentary. He writes commentary books, and which just sort of give you more information about what happened then, and what the Bible means and things. It's just more explanatory. So it says God's wisdom, verses 33 to 36 in Romans 11. Having contemplated God's great plan of salvation for Jews and Gentiles, all Paul could do was sing a hymn of praise. As someone has remarked, theology becomes doxology. Only a God as wise as our God could take the fall of Israel and turn it into the salvation for the world. His plans will not be aborted, nor will his purposes lack fulfillment. No human being can fully know the mind of the Lord, and the more we study his ways, the more we offer him praise. Are we to conclude that God does not know what he is doing, and that the nation of Israel completely ruined his plans? Of course not. God is too wise to make plans that will not be fulfilled. Israel did not allow him to rule, so he overruled. Paul summoned 5 witnesses, and they all agreed there is a future for Israel. When Israel recovers from her fall and enters into her fullness, the world will experience the riches of God's grace as never before. When Jesus Christ returns and sits on David's throne to reign over his kingdom, then Israel will be reconciled and received, and it will be like a resurrection. I think it's good to think along the lines of, as that was saying about when things go bad, sometimes you think, where is God? What's God doing? I don't understand. Where's the plan here? I don't see it. Just explain it to me now, Jesus, will you? The Holy Spirit, explain that to me now. Bring to my remembrance everything that I need to understand that fully, because I don't understand what's going on. It just seems so messy with this coronavirus, and everybody's lives are just in an upheaval. Anyway, the daily reading for the day today is Divinely Aligned. I was deeply troubled and woke in the night to pace the floor and pray. Frankly, my attitude was not one of a prayerful submission to God, but one of questioning and anger. Finding no release, I sat and stared out the large window at the night sky. I was unexpectedly drawn to focus on the Orion's belt. Those 3 perfectly arranged stars, often visible on clear nights. I knew just enough about astronomy to understand that those 3 stars were hundreds of light years apart. I realised the closer I could be to those stars, the less they would appear to be aligned. Yet, from my distant perspective, they looked carefully figured in the heavens. At that moment, I realised I was too close to my life to see what God sees. In his bigger picture, everything is in perfect alignment. The Apostle Paul, as he completes a summary of the ultimate purposes of God, breaks into a hymn of praise in Romans 11:33 to 36. His words lift our gaze to the sovereign Lord, whose ways are beyond our limited ability to understand or trace. Yet the one who holds all things together in the heavens and on earth is intimately and lovingly involved with every detail of our lives. And that's confirmed also in Matthew 6:25 to 34 and Colossians 1 to 16. Even when things seem confusing, God's divine plans are unfolding for our good, and for God's honour and glory. What question do you long for God to answer? How can you find rest and release through faith that His perspective of our lives is in perfect alignment with His ultimate purposes? And there's a prayer here. It says, Dear God, remind me that your purposes and plans for my life are beyond my understanding, and help me to rest in you. I pray that the peace of the Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God will be with you, and that you will just know His presence and see a glimpse of His plans for you for a future of good. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you are plans of a hope and a future of good and not evil. And I know that you will see God in some way today, and because I believe it, and I believe that the Bible guides us and encourages us, and that you will be encouraged to know that God has a plan, even though we don't understand it, even though we don't know all that's there. We know for sure, even though we don't know what the future holds, we know who holds the future, and we know that God is there 100%. So I've died a few times and come back again, so I know that it's real, and that's what makes my faith so strong about everything. And it's hard for other people that haven't had the same experience, to accept 100% that God is real. But if it's only 1%, is it worth the risk? That your faith's only 1%. Why take the risk? Eternity is a long time to throw away. If time on earth is just one grain of sand on a beach of eternity, it's quite a long time for nothing. If you think there's nothing there, is it worth the risk? Anyway, I'm just waffling on as usual. So I hope that you'll have a good day, and that you'll know God with you. God bless you. Keep it safe. Bye.